If you think exercise is just about looking good, mirrors, and abs, think again. Of course, this is part of it, but it's not all of it. Today, I want to talk about the 7 reasons why you should start a practice exercise and stop to skip the gym and you still pay for it. I know, exercise is a kind of pressure. No applause, just you and the resistance. Can be hard in the beginning, but trust me, you start to get used to it, and you need to find what you like to do. And remember, the life it's not only about what you like to do or not, it's about things you need to do as well. When I was in the school, I was fat. I didn't have ladies around me. That was an issue. And I was not happy. I was not satisfied as a teenager. And then I saw one friend. And this friend has a couple of abs. Without fat. He was lean with the body nice. And I started to think, what I need to do to be on this situation. Then I go to my father. I don't know if I was 13, 12, something like that. I said, Dad, I want to go to the gym. And he say, no, you are too young for that right now. And I say, when I can go? He say, if you take that, if you start to practice exercise home, I will give you the chance to go in the gym. For 2 years, I start to practice exercise only home. And then I start to see results. And my dad see the results too. I have the abs, a little muscle, but nothing big. But the difference was huge since I start to practice. And then this was my beginning, starting the gym and start to do exercise. I always like to practice fights as well. I did judo, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, wrestling, box, MMA. My preference is MMA. I want to come back on that. I think every man should be doing one fight. But right now, I need to manage my time and give priority for other stuff. But anyway, so this is my story, and right now I'm like doing the 100 hard day challenge. Today is 45 of 100 hard day challenge. By the way, it's getting hard because it's getting colder and colder. But I can say I'm pretty enjoy. I will share with you all the results when I finish the challenge, but I can see my body losing the fat and gain the muscle, and it's pretty good. You're taking the pictures and see the results. It's slow, but for someone who has a goal, things needs to happen. So let's dive in the 7 reasons why you should start to practice exercise today. Number 1, discipline starts in the body. So a lot of men struggle with the mind and say, oh, I need to convince my mind first. But it's completely the opposite. You need to ignore the excuses your mind are giving to you and just start to do it. Because the moment you start, the motivation and the discipline is going to shows up, and you need to keep going. You need to be consistent. So this is the first one. And the second one, confidence is built. And it's not the affirmations that are going to make you stronger and more confident. It's your actions. It's the promises you keep to yourself. Like you say, I will do this, and you go there and you do it. Even when you don't want. is in that moment you are winning that fight inside of your head, and that gonna prepare you mentally to be able to win different challenges in life, not only about exercise, but in your career, in your job, in your business, in your relationships. Number 3, exercise clears the mental chaos. Exercise organize the internal noise. If you have that voices always trying to put you down, it's probably because you always promising something to you, you never accomplish the things you promise to yourself. And the moment you start to do the things you say you need to do, you start to recognize yourself like a different person and respect more yourself. And in the moment you start to respect yourself, the people you start to respect you too. Number 4, strength creates emotional control. A weak body is a weak mind. Strong body is a strong mind. Weak bodies panic faster. Strong bodies stay calm under the pressure. This number 5 looks like contradictory, but is not. Energy comes from movement. So if you think you're gonna be tired practicing exercise, it's the completely opposite. Because when you are too relaxed, your body is like start to get used in that feeling, and it's not good for your brain and for your body. When you start to move, you see it's really strange. You leave the gym with more energy than when you arrive, and that's crazy, but it's true. Remember, energy is the rewards of the movement. Number 6, your body reflects your standards. How you treat your body, it's how you treat your life, the rest of the things you do. If you're not taking care of the temple you live, of the person you are 24 hours every day, you need to start to organize your priorities again. Because if you want to have longevity, if you want to get to be in your 60 and still tie your shoes, having fun with your kids, with your grandkids, you should start to practice exercise. Exercise builds identity. You start to see yourself differently. You start to believe you are capable of different things. You start to put in more effort in other areas in your life. It's different when you practice exercise. You just feel when you start and when you be consistent. Probably you can start and you don't see the results in the first weeks, in the first months. Maybe just start in the first year to see the results. Depends of how you're gonna adjust your diet and your exercise. But in the moment you start to feel, oh, I need to do this is part of me right now, everything changes. Change the way you eat, change the way you practice exercise, change the way you treat people and you treat yourself. Listen, you don't need to change everything. You need to start to move. Choose one activity. Can be workout, run, walk with a friend, dance, fight. Choose something and start. And start slowly. Don't try to change everything at once. If you never practice exercise, going to the gym 6 times a week, it's not gonna happen. So compromise yourself to be at least doing one push-up at some point, and start to get used in that push-up, that at least build the habit of be practicing exercise. So The first thing is make easy. Make it easy. Number two, make enjoyable. And number three, give you rewards for that. I'm not saying you practice exercise and then you need the sneakers or ice cream. It's not about that, but you can congratulate yourself, and you're gonna start to see the difference in all your life. You don't train to skip weakness. You train to understand and rise above it. Physical exercise is the bridge between intention and execution. Don't be lazy. Your life depends on this. I hope you guys like this video. Subscribe to the channel, hitting the like, and as always, stay focused, stay growing. I will see you guys tomorrow.